So you know what I was just thinking? It's like I'm not a professional. I'm 32 years old. When you get past your 30s, you be forgetting how like into your 30s, you know you're in the early 30s, but you always feel like you're 31. That's how I feel like. I feel like I'm no older than 31. Even though I'm a year older, I still feel like what I've known, what I'm learning and stuff should be something that everyone should know by 31. So I'm still like where I need to be. I'm not rushing myself. Um, I'm really shaping my progress and I'm on my own time. So my intermittent schedule based off of like positive things, like when I do get that momentum to pick up and like feel motivated to like work on my business and you know, creating content and building the courage to like actually post. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's so scary. Like it's very scary and very you feel so vulnerable. And like the world is so ugly out there because you've been protecting your peace for so long and you've been real comfortable. So like you're at this point when you become really like one of the perks of being in behavioral analysis is that you get to analyze your own behavior and like it shapes you to become like this really like noble, wise, ethical person. So, if you want an honest opinion, you wouldn't want to speak to a behavioral analyst because we understand our environment because we are the ones arranging the environment for success for our learners so they can be successful. So it's like, oh, how can I make him successful at this point? Oh, it's wintertime. He has a runny nose. I'm going to place a tissue box close to him so he could visually see it. And we're going to practice it one time. And I'm going to hope to, like, they call it like, it's not like pray and hope, but like hope to learn type of thing. So it's like, oh, I hope this works because functionally it should based off what his needs are. So I'm the whole point of being behavioral analyst is that you want to make it low effort high reinforcement. Low effort high reinforcement simply means in English terms work smart not hard. I'm gonna do one little, my response effort is gonna be so low but it's gonna be so rewarding if I do it. So it's like um damn, I had a good point but then I forgot. My mind just goes crazy because it's like all those doors I was telling, like every room has a door. And it's like when in ABA 2, I believe it was Skinner, he stated when you're researching something and something interesting, like something else interesting pops up, follow that. So it's like the same thing comes to and applies to like if I'm trying to explain something to you, I'm going to make sure all the doors are open. So basically, I'm going to connect all the dots so that when I make my point, it makes so much sense. Like you're going to be like, you could literally visualize what I'm going to, what it's like I'm painting a picture of a movie for you so that when you realize you're at a movie and it's at the end of the movie, you're like, whoa, that was like, you make it so easy. Um, I get embarrassed still. That's another thing. You gotta be really strong. Be like, yo, I know my shit and I'm gonna share it with the world so everyone can understand at least some ABAism because it's a lifestyle. And when you view it from another point of view and realize that you have 24 hours of your day and how much time of that day do you want to waste on something that if someone told you, hey, if I open this door and make that life easier, instead of something that takes someone 6 hours to do, I can show you how to fix that problem because I've already been through it and like I can give you a response. I'm like, oh yeah, you have like 3 days before like, this sale's coming up on the AC that you told me that you're looking for. That's $200. Now it's $50. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, I gotta get that. I gotta get that because it's gonna go right back up. It's like you're excited for a sale, like Black Friday. It's exactly what like the Black Friday feeling. That's exactly the concept of what Black Friday is. Everyone feels the need to want to save their money because they work so hard for their money. So why would you spend so much time wasting on something that it'll lessen your day if you know the answer to? So that's what we're applying behavioral analysis. The environment is arranged in certain ways that you're supposed to navigate with behavior. So if something is in your way, you're going to either move it or you're going to find a way to jump over it. So your actions and your motivation to get to the next side, if you're even motivated and care to go on the other side, it all depends on many different things and concepts. And it's like, wow. So if the world knew that, then they would know how to navigate their own environment and realize that, hey, don't waste your time on something that's not going to matter in 5 minutes. If it's not going to matter in 5 minutes, who cares? Oh, it's going to inconvenience you for 5 minutes. Okay, like if you drop spilt milk, don't cry over spilt milk. Like, oh, oops, it's an accident. Like, let me clean it up. Oh yeah, I have stuff to clean up with because I bought it when I first moved in here and there was mad fucking expensive. So I know I have it because it's so expensive and I use it whenever I need to clean up. So it's actually motivating for me to clean up. So why would I get mad over spilled milk and like, oh my God, and then slam things and you're exerting all this energy when you could just flip it to a positive light note. You literally feel lighter because you don't care. And you're like, oh, this takes 2 minutes, no big deal. Now you have the smell of the nice fragrance and you realize, oh my gosh, look, yeah, it was an inconvenience, but it smells so good. You know what I mean? Like, and then next thing you know, you're cleaning your whole house. Like, oh, I just cleaned the kitchen. And next thing you know, it's been an hour. You're like, wow, that was great. It's like a break from reality and also encouraging because it's so visually stimulating. Like, ooh, and then I like to play Mark Anthony. So I'd be like, cleaning, cleaning. And then I wash the dishes. And then I go play with my baby. And then it's time for her to feed. And then we feed. And then she gets close to nap time. So I'll watch a little Miss Rachel. So it's just not funny. All right, this is 6 minutes and 12 seconds. So I'm going to stop it now because I don't realize if it even sound interesting or if this makes sense. So if it does make sense to you and you enjoyed it, follow for more and like and comment. Thanks.